Hi, superstars. Today I'll be answering two questions regarding plantain chips business while making plantain chips. So many people asked me lots of questions regarding plantain chips, which I couldn't answer theoretically. So I made this video to show them while making plantain chips. So in this video, I'll be giving answers and solutions to lots of problems encountered while making plantain chips in plantain chips business. First, you peel your plantain. We are using unripe plantain, so it's okay to peel it and put it in water. One of the questions people asked me was where they can get plantain to start plantain chips business. The first place you can get plantain is your local market. I got this plantain from my local market. As you can see, this bunch is very big and it was at a cheap price. I got this bunch at 3,000 naira in my local market. There are other days you go to your local market and you see it at 4,000 naira, 3,500 naira, even 6,000 naira for a bunch. So days differ. Not every day is Christmas, like they say. So I was just favored that day and I saw this big bunch at 3,000 naira, so I bought it. So any day you go to your local market and the price is not good, you look for an alternative source to buy your plantain. The next place you can buy is from the street, from side streets. Some people have plantain trees behind their backyard, and when it fruits, they cut it and sell it in front of their house at a good price. A good and affordable price. So if you're passing and you happen to see such plantain, you can stop by and price it and buy it. So I also get my plantain sometimes from the roadside, get my superstars, and other times I also get my plantain from the market. There are some people that actually buy plantain at affordable rates and then cut them in good numbers at 500 naira, 1,000 naira, and you find out that by the time you buy at 500 and add it together, it's more than buying it in a bunch. So my superstars, you have to explore your options in making plantain chips. In starting plantain chips business, you have to be able to explore different options to get your raw material at a cheap price that will enable you make profits. This process of peeling continued till I peel all the plantain into the basin. You can see my superstars, I have a full pot of plantain, and even with a full basin of plantain, the plantain was much. So next, my superstars, you start washing the plantain. You remove peels that were not removed while washing. This process of washing continued till I washed all the plantain into the tray. Next, you place your frying pan on fire. That's my plantain all ready for frying. When your fry pan is dry, next, my superstars, you pour in your vegetable oil of choice into the frying pan. We'll be doing a deep frying, so you add a lot of oil into the frying pan. When the oil in your pan is left for a few minutes, next you add a pinch of salt. My superstars, please, just a pinch of salt. Then turn it in your pan with the oil. Turn it so the salt can blend in very well, can dissolve in the oil. You turn it. I noticed that adding salt to plantain did not blend well. Some parts were always salty, while some parts were not salted at all after frying the plantain chips. So I found out that by adding salt to the oil, the salt blends evenly during frying on the plantain chips, and it tastes exceptionally delicious. Okay, my superstars. For slicing the plantain into the oil, we'll be using our slicer. This is the slicer and that's the blade. If you place your plantain in front of the blade while slicing, it will slice well. But if you place on top of the blade, it will give you problems. So my superstars, you place it in front of the blade, and the thickness of the plantain when slicing is determined by the pressure you apply in front of the blade. If you press it down very hard, it will produce thick plantain chips. But if you pass it lightly in front of the blade, it will produce very lightly sliced plantain chips. And my superstars, I love my chips lightly sliced because when it is fried, it comes out very crunchy. Okay, my superstars. So that's me slicing it directly into the oil. I also noticed when slicing that when this plantain porridge is formed on top of the blade, it affects the shape of plantain that comes out when you slice. It's not evenly sliced again. So when you are slicing and you realize that plantain paste has formed on top of the blade, you have to clean it off inside and outside so as to enable the blade slice effectively. My superstars, some people also complain that while slicing the plantain into the hot oil, the heat was always too much. Yes, the heat is always quite much when you're slicing into the hot oil. The reason for slicing the plantain directly into the oil is so that it doesn't stick together. I realized that while cutting into a tray or basin before frying, the plantain usually stick together. But if you can handle the heat, it's okay, you can go ahead and use this method. But if the heat is too much, you can either reduce the heat, or my superstars, I'll show you an alternative way in which you can put your plantain into the hot oil. Meanwhile, my superstars, if you have any questions so far or any question regarding plantain chips business, please leave it in the comment section and I'll get back to you later. If you also have ideas, please share it in the comment section. I'm open to learn as well. Thank you. After slicing the plantain into the hot oil, I then intensified the heat by adding more wood to the fire. From time to time, you keep turning it so all the plantain can be evenly fried. After increasing the heat, in no time, my superstars, the plantain was well fried. And this is what the final chips looks like. I'm trying to drain it out of the oil. Next, my superstars, I'll be showing you how to fry your plantain if the oil is too hot. Next, you put your plantain, pour it into the oil, and immediately you pour it into the oil, you quickly stir. You stir it and try to separate it while it is in the oil. You stir it continuously to make sure it doesn't stick. If there's anyone that has stuck, you try separating it with the spoon while it is frying. When you're sure it is well mixed, my superstars, you can then proceed to add the remaining ones as quickly as possible, so it will catch up with the ones already in the oil and fry well as well. So my superstars, you need to do it fast till you have the set quantity you want in the oil. This method is perfect for people who are disturbed by heat when dicing into the hot oil. So this method saves you from heat, and you can do it as fast as possible. But for me, I prefer slicing directly into the oil. But for safety reasons, you can use this method. Meanwhile, my superstars, please support me by liking and sharing this video. Thank you. I'm not satisfied, so I'm adding more as quick as possible so it can catch up with the ones already frying in the oil. There's a lot of plantain waiting to be fried, so as much as possible I have to add much plantain to the oil so that each batch produces a lot of plantain chips. So after adding, my superstars, you have to stir it in. Do it very fast and stir it in so that the ones on top can go into the oil and fry as well. You stir it in, the ones on top, you stir it into the oil so that it can start frying as well. Increase the heat. Increase the heat so it can fry well. After increasing the heat, in no time our plantain chips was ready. Give my superstars, if there's anything you have not understood so far, please leave a question in the comment section and I'll get right back to you. My superstars, please like and share this video. Please like and share this video. Thank you. And if you have not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell for notifications whenever there's a new video. Alright, my superstars, till our next video, always and always remember that I love you.